learned that 38% of Ohio's school districts, about 600,000 kids, plan to return to the classroom full-time this fall, while 25% are starting remotely. Today, Governor DeWine introduced us to 3 doctors to break down what matters most when deciding what's best for your children. Most Ohio students will be returning to the classroom in person this year. It's news from Governor Mike DeWine.
I talked to a lot of teachers. And let me just say, I think our schools are doing a very good job getting ready.
DeWine introduced 3 leading pediatricians across the state to break down information to help parents and students get ready. That includes Dr. John Barnard from Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus. He says that of all the children who have tested positive for COVID-19 in the state, 8% have required hospital admission, 1% required ICU. Older teenagers have the highest COVID-positive tests.
And we believe that's because 17-year-olds are now often driving, and they are socially much more active and tend to test positive statistically significantly more than younger children.
Dr. Patty Manning from Cincinnati Children's Hospital laid out some guidelines for schools to keep students, teachers, and staff safe. Wear masks. Practice social distancing, practice good hand hygiene, keep surfaces clean, and ventilation is also very important. Teachers should try to open windows or teach outside if possible. Over the last 5 months, about 14,000 tests have been done in children with symptoms, and there was an 8.6% positivity rate.
As of this morning at about 7 o'clock, none of our children's hospitals had children in their intensive care units being cared for with COVID.
Again, it is up to each school district to decide how they want to approach the school year. The governor says there are several school districts that do not have a plan just yet.